Hey guys, John at Cross with your Jeep of the Week. I have a steaming cup of nostalgia for y'all today. This is a 88 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. For a lot of you old souls out there, you grew up taking road trips in these, and they still have a lot of appeal for the larger market because they're just still really cool. So the great thing about this thing is it was actually purchased from the original owner's estate, and it only has 30,000 original miles, which is pretty nuts. It's actually been in and around the shop for 3 years. Our GM purchased it, like I said, from the estate, and it's been his project. He's finally ready to crack it loose. So, unlike a lot of the classics we get through here, we did the bulk of the work on this thing, which is kind of cool. So we know what we did, we know how well it was done, and we can tell you about it. So we'll start with the paint. It was a taken down to bare metal paint job. We do have a full oven here. We have a very, very comprehensive body shop, and they do phenomenal work. The only thing that wasn't touched was the roof. It was in good enough shape where it was kind of kept the same. It was all done in the original PPG paint. I don't know that you're gonna get one a ton nicer than this for sure. On the underside, what they did with a lot of these old cars to make sure rust didn't happen on the frame is they packed a lot of grease on there. So it was lifted up, all that was taken off, it was blasted, and then the frame was repainted. It did have normal surface stuff, but nothing corrosive under there. And then it also got a new skid plate, which is about yay big. They're huge. So he put a new one under there, and then the diff was serviced. All that stuff's been looked at. It's a great running and driving car. And that will bring me to the motor. All original, runs fantastic. When the GM Chris bought it, he said he threw some gas in it and put a spark on it, and it started. It's just been sitting, so it just needed to be gone through. So, like I said, needed a spark, new battery. It also needed an alternator and a water pump. Got new hoses on the thermostat and the radiator. New valve cover and oil pan gaskets. Like I said, the differential was serviced. It runs fantastic, guys. It was really, really cold this morning. It started up without a problem. The only thing in op currently is the AC system. He didn't touch it. It doesn't work. He just kind of figured he wouldn't drive it on super hot days. So, coming around to what I consider the crown jewel of this whole thing, and that's the interior. Like I said, it's got 30,000 miles on it, guys. You're not gonna get an all original Grand Wagoneer interior much cleaner than this one. For you guys that look at a lot of these, you know that original leather was prone to cracking. You'll notice it's got a few creases in it. Over time, without a lot of care, those get deeper and eventually crack. Those inserts also a lot of times didn't hold up really well in the seats. Those are great. The headliner looks fantastic. There's no burn holes anywhere. I don't think it's been smoked in. And everything works right. So this power seat works exactly as it should. All the windows go up and down like it should. Like I said, the AC is really the only thing in op currently. I'll pop open this back door so you can see that the rear matches the front on condition. The shag carpet, which is something that they just wasn't really made to handle wear very well. 95% spot free. There's a couple really small spots on it. I don't want to say it's perfect. This isn't a perfect restoration, but it's up there for sure. Talking about the wheels and tires for a second, he actually had the wheels all professionally refinished by a local company. The center caps were replated. Went ahead and did new tires as well. On the suspension, it got some attention too. So, excuse my cheat sheet. He did so much to this. I'm trying to get it all in. New leaf spring shocks, and a steering stabilizer as well. So, still drives like a boat. They were supposed to drive like a boat, but it drives like a nice boat. So, coming around to the rear, another thing that was in op is this, the tailgate on these. If you guys haven't seen it, it's pretty neat. This actually rolls into the tailgate. The glass folds down into it. That motor a lot of times is bad, and it can be kind of a pain getting them started. So we went ahead and put a new motor in here so the rear glass is working as well. So again, a really nice car. Not quite a concourse restoration, but it's up there. So any other questions about this particular one, please feel free to give us a call. 502-459-9900. You can always subscribe to our YouTube page and check us out on Facebook as well. I'm John, and we'll talk to you guys next week.